I'm Ulysses John Almosera from first year section C. Sometimes it's 6 to 8 hours a day, pero parang kulang pa rin. Pwede mag-pass. And instructors nga namin pwede mag-pass. Pwede sa'yo din. I really learned that kailangan mo talaga maging prepared. You need to be prepared in all your classes. Mahirap kasing pumasok na parang konti lang yung baon mo, konti lang baon mo na alam mo na articles. Minsan, konti lang din ang baon na English. Kaya, yun. Kung ayaw mo pahiya sa sarili mo, okay lang naman yung mga classmates mo na tanggap din naman kasi sila din naman. Ganun naman ang kapalaran nila during answering the questions. Pero parang mapapahiya ka rin sa sarili mo pag wala kang maisagot. Pag pakiramdam mo, kulang yung baon mo.
I am Joanne Tan Cruz. I am on my second year at law school now. I belong to the executive class. Classes are held on Saturdays and Sundays only. This is really intended for working ones. I think it depends on the subject per se. If those subjects where there are a lot of enumerations and these are criminal procedures, as an example, I prefer it to be an MCQ. But for cases like criminal law cases, I prefer essay because in this type of exam, there could be an A or an B answer. There is an alternative answer wherein a student can explicitly support their contention using other provisions of the law. We can make use of many provisions of the law to support our answer as long as it is grounded on such laws. To give credit to my Cream Law Professor Judge Gutierrez, JMAA, this is for you, sir. JMAA stands for justifying, exempting, mitigating, aggravating, and alternative circumstances. These are circumstances wherein we have to consider in imposing penalty or to determine if there is really a crime or there is a penalty. So, JMAA should be learned and inscripted in the heart of every law student. It should really be by heart. I won't reveal my age, but definitely the last time I went to my master's degree school, it was years already. And it was only because in law school that I realized that age is not really, age really does not matter. It's really in the determination. Though I have some memory lapses at times, but because of determination, I know I can make it. So for those who are not so young, but already matured when joining the law school, there are so much hope for us. Go for it, and we can even make it better if we just pursue with our dreams.
I'm Karikit Masilam, third year section A. Nakakainis ang blackout sa Zamboanga City. Hindi ako makastudy. Every person must, in the exercise of his rights and in the performance of his duties, act with justice, give everyone his due, observe honesty and good faith. My friends are the highlights in my studies because they keep me safe.
I'm Jeanette Lima Corojas from 2A.
Arian Roda, 2A. First exam in law school was persons, no?
Yeah. We were shocking then because we didn't expect that it will be that difficult. Like, we felt like we're already taking the bar exam. Like, oh my God.
Cream broke! Sorry! It's hard. It's very hard.
Personally, I felt like, oh my God, this is how it is in law school. Like, oh my God, it's not easy.
Oh my God.
The inherent powers of the domain are as follows. First, the power of the police power, and then the power of eminent domain, and the power of taxation. Tama na ba yun?
Shoot na ate, shoot.
Highlights. Actually, when it comes to struggles, there are lots of struggles, especially during our first year, wherein we experienced difficulty in adjusting to the new environment, at the same time the pressures. Yeah, but I experienced, of course, very. But but all in all, it's fun. I got some exposures which are really relevant in my studies, such as being an intern and so on. How about you?
Highlights.
The hair?
The hair. Law school's fun. Awesome.
I'm Romel Torres, a third year student, Section B. Because I want to be a lawyer. Succession is a mode of acquisition by virtue of which the property rights and obligation to the extent of the value of inheritance of a person are transmitted through his death to another or others, either by his will or by operation of law. To read a lot, I learned so many things, basic laws, my rights and obligations, my struggles. I have because I'm a working student, I really find so hard in managing my time.
Hi, I'm Siti Misra Rufisa Ayhusin, also known as Yeye. I'm a fourth year, A/C, since I have also subjects in Section C. I'm positive about that since the 5 limit in taking the bar exam has been struck down. There would be a chance for those dreams had been shattered before to realize now. So actually, in the board exam, it's kind of unfair to the law student to have a limit in taking the bar, since in the doctor who deals with life and death, they are taking their board unlimited, and while as us who are defender of the rights of the people put limits in taking the bar exams. Article 2, Section 3 of the 1987 Constitution mandates that civilian authority is at all times supreme over the military. The armed forces of the Philippines is the protector of the state and the people. Its goal is to secure the sovereignty of the state and the integrity of the national territory. So this principle is institutionalized by the provision that the president, a civilian itself, is the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. But it does not mean that civilian officials is supreme over the military officials. Well, there are maybe times that the civilian authority can be supreme over the military officials if the law makes them so. Actually, law school is the best part of my life. This has been my avenue to experience different kind of things, like being an intern in the Ateneo Human Rights Center, Manila, to represent WMSU College of Law. That had made me open my eyes that there are lots of people who are suffering, who are deprived of their rights, marginalized people who haven't been heard by the government, and it made me an advocate to defend their rights.
My name is Marie Cristel Rubio. I'm from first year, Section B. I took up law. Basically, it's really the influence of my husband. And then, well, I was initially undecided about it, but later on, because of the encouragement of my husband, I took it. Article 19 of the new Civil Code states that every person must, in the exercise of his rights and in the performance of his duties, act with justice, give everyone his due, and observe honesty and good faith. I think it's time. sometimes there is not enough time to read the assignments. I think that's the most challenging part, especially that I am working.
Given that we have many priorities in life now, given that we are part of the College of Law and at the same time serving as the student regent and president of the University Student Council, and also involved in other organizations, I think what values in me as of the moment is setting priorities. Time will be a factor, but then again, time is also a fundamental element in how we get to survive the law school. What I do is always to set priorities. If, say for example, by this time, there is an urgent need to set the USC as a priority, then I spend some time to look at matters of USC. But at the same time, every night, I always dedicate my time to the law school. So that's how I get to manage my time. Article 19 of the new Civil Code provides that every person in the exercise of his rights and in the performance of his duties act with justice, give everyone his due, and observe honesty and good faith. As a law student, I think we have been given the opportunity to always evaluate laws and at the same time policies that have always been set. And as law student, we look always at the facts and at the same time look at the issue, and that we look at rulings and resolutions. More than this, what matters to me, regardless of if it's pro or con with regards to the policy rule, what is very important is to know the details. This is an urge for all law students, is to look at the facts and the details of these policies. Whatever comes as a resolution, we have to look at the rule of law as an important element towards that kind of incident or circumstance. They personally say that it's very important to observe 3 R's in the law school, which is to read, and read. But I think what is very important for law students as of the moment is also to value and go back to the vision that you want to achieve the ultimate goal of being a lawyer. But during the process, I think what is very important is for us to enjoy the law school, because in the first place, if you don't enjoy the law school, regardless of what kind of life do you have in the law school, it triggers the kind of experience. So let's go back, create happy moments in the law school.
My name is Arnamit Sao, first year.
Yes, I'm Nor Brian Eding. I'm also a first year student.
I am Muhammad Malik, first year section A.
Actually, taking up law is a challenge for me. I'm actually a nursing graduate, but I want to be part of this kind of line of knowing what law is and all of that. That's why I took up this course.
I needed to adjust on my speed of writing because it was the first time that I took up a very long exam, which almost all of the questions were situational. Well, it was good. It was a challenge. In fairness, it was my first time to encounter such exam. But I'm happy with the experience, and I hope that I passed the exam. And I hope not only in civil law, but in other subjects that we took up these midterms.
The most difficult question that I have answered in our criminal exam midterms is probably every question, because I think the first time I encountered such exam is in law school. So I think that is the challenge that I need to be familiar with.